A state high court in Owerri, the Imo State capital, has stopped the state chief judge from swearing in Mr. Callistus Ekenze as the new deputy governor of the state. Mr. Ekenze is meant to replace the former deputy governor, Eze Madu Mere. Well, you remember we reported to you that Ms. Eze Madu Mere was the impeached deputy governor, which impeachment was staged yesterday on the floor of the Imo State House of Assembly. Well, there are a lot of reactions trailing that move, and the court has come forward to say the inauguration or swearing in of a designated deputy governor should be stopped. So let's get the conversation started, shall we? Tonight, I have joining me Mr. Kennedy Ibe. He's the chairman of Information Committee in the Imo State House of Assembly. He joins me here in Lagos. And from our Abuja studio is Dr. Theodore Ekechi is a chieftain of the Imo State APC. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for joining us on the program today.
Thank you, Sean. You
heard the wordings of the court ruling today, the order of the court stopping the swearing in of Mr. Ekenze as the deputy governor of Imo State. Do you think that the move to have impeached Eze Madu Mere as being a wrong one?
Sean, I wouldn't say it was a wrong one because you see the members of Imo State House of Assembly in pursuance of the provisions of the Constitution as it has to do with the removal of the impeachment of the deputy governor, embarked on this, and you agree with me that what is important is that allegations of gross misconduct is seen and leveled against the deputy governor. And then 13 out of the 27 Imo State House of Assembly members considered that the deputy governor has committed such breach, fundamental breach, as is prescribed by the Constitution, as to amount to gross misconduct. And they brought this before the Speaker, as is required by Section 188 of the Constitution. And the Speaker, in furtherance to the performance of his official functions, brought that to the notice of the House, and the House did the needful.
The issue is perhaps the process of which, on how Mr. Madu Mere was impeached as a deputy governor, the timing. You are aware that there was a case in court to stop his impeachment, were you?
That there was a case in court to stop?
An injunction in court yesterday.
Well, now, listen, Sean. As at yesterday, even today as we speak, I'm not even aware that there was an injunction stopping him from being impeached. And of course, I wonder how a court will stop the process of the legislature. The process is clear. If you look at Section 188, subsection 10 of the Constitution clearly states that the process, the proceedings, and the determination of the House of Assembly and the panel as set up by the Chief Judge in pursuant to this Section 188 of the Constitution cannot be questioned.
But did you give the man a fair hearing?
Of course, yes.
Did he appear before the panel?
No. You see, from the report of the panel, he did not appear. But you see, he has the right to appear. If you look at Section 188, subsection 6, tells you that he has the right to appear in person or by in an attorney. But that he did not do. In fact, he made the job of the 7-man panel easier for them.
And you're not also weary of the pace and the exigency in how you quickly move into the impeachment of Mr. Madu Mere?
For Christ's sake, Sean, this is 31st of July. And the allegations of gross misconduct as laid by 13 members. The requirement of the Constitution is 1/3 of the members of the House of Assembly. But 13 members, which is in excess of 1/3, brought forward these allegations of gross misconduct. And on the 10th of July, on the 10th, and this is 31st.
All right. Let's get reactions from Dr. Ekechi in our Abuja studio. Dr. Ekechi, it looks so much that the outcome of the congresses, which has caused a lot of crisis in the APC, is creating a lot of these crises now, leading to the impeachment of Mr. Madumere as a deputy governor. What are your immediate thoughts on what the court is saying today, that the swearing in of the new man should be stopped?
Well, let me take a cue from the perspective of your question, that as it relates to the last congresses. The whole shenanigans you're witnessing in Imo State has to do with only one thing: elongation of the tenure of the governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha. The constitution of this country provides that a governor can only be a governor for only 2 terms, maximum of 2 terms. We have a man in Imo State who has been privileged and been blessed by God to serve first term and almost serving at the second term. But I think has been lured by the attractions of the office. Maybe by all the sweetness of the office. He wants to do a 3rd term. But the constitution will not allow him to do a 3rd term. So he wants to do a 3rd term through a proxy, and that proxy is his former errand boy, son-in-law, whom he converted to a chief of staff, and want to convert him now to deputy governor. Sorry, to the governor of the state. So anybody that the man finds on the way, serving as an obstruction, the person has to be pulled down. So many examples, so many persons, so many institutions. If you are a trader and you're not supporting the governor's 3rd term bid, your shop will be pulled down.
Dr. Ekechi, let's go straight to the issue. Let's go straight to the issue. Dr. Ekechi, there is a panel that was set up which indicted Mr. Madumere. Has Mr. Madumere been able to come up with a defense to some of the allegations of gross misconduct?
Fine. I just decided to give you the background so that you understand where I'm going to. But let me give you some of these synopsis. The panel was announced, I think sometimes around the, was inaugurated, I think on the 20th of this month. They had their 4th sitting on the 23rd. While they were sitting, they were served a notice for interlocutory injunction. They were all served. They were caught in a place where they were about holding their 1st inaugural meeting. They were served. Between that time and now, I challenged the panel to produce any evidence that they have served the deputy governor about their sitting. To produce any clear evidence, they should have published it if they have it, that they served him and they invited him to the panel. They never did. They never did, and they didn't want to do. Even if they had wanted to do it, let us believe that there had been something somewhere, something wrong somewhere. They ought to have made public where they are sitting. It should have been a public thing, so that people could hear how Madumere defends himself or how Madumere is found guilty. They never did that. But going straight to the processes, nobody is against the powers of the legislature in taking decisions that has to do within the provisions of the law. But I don't agree with my friend on the other side, who seems to be suggesting that the judiciary should be scrapped because the legislature exists. Why is he excluding the judiciary from doing almost everything? Yesterday, an order was given in a court of competent jurisdiction. The chief law officer of Imo State was present, representing the chief judge. A lawyer was present in court, representing the speaker, representing members of the House. A member of the panel, who happened to be a lawyer also, was in court. Lawyer representing the House of Assembly were in court when the judge made the order. They were both witnesses and evidences of that court order. So they were duly served. They were duly aware of it. The moment the governor heard about the court order, he summoned some members of the House whom he could lay his hand on. They met in his house and hurriedly rushed to the House of Assembly, where they purportedly said they have impeached the deputy governor. But let me mention to you, Sheung, as at 25th of July, being August last week, the House had adjourned for plenary till the 2nd of August 2018. July 25th, the House adjourned. The only thing that could have brought the House back to sit would have been an emergency. What was emergency about the proceedings of yesterday, of the court judgment yesterday? What was the emergency about it?